Hello, dear students. Let us study the importance of pH in everyday life. Our body works within the pH range of 7 to 7.8. Living organisms can survive only in a narrow range of pH scale. So we have a particular pH range in which we can be alive, that is from 7 to 7.8. Now let us understand about the acid rain. When pH of rain water is less than 5.6 pH, such rain is considered as an acid rain. So sometime due to some reason the pH of rain decreases, and if it goes below 5.6, then such rain we consider it as a acid rain. When acid rain flows into the rivers, it lowers the pH of river water. Thus survival of aquatic life become difficult. Plant requires a specific pH range for their healthy growth. How to check the ideal soil pH for the growth of plant in a region? Now we are going to understand an activity where we are going to study how we can understand the pH of the soil and how we can even determine the ideal pH in your particular region. In a particular region, to know the ideal pH, take 2 grams of soil and add 5 ml of water, shake well and filter the solution. Measure the pH of filtrate using pH paper or using universal indicator. Take samples from various locations of the same region and determine either pH mean value of pH or a pH range. So this is how you can do it. Like in a particular region where you reside, or you want to measure the ideal pH for a particular region, you can take some 2 grams of soil, and then this soil is added to water, then it is mixed well, and then you measure the pH. Then you go for various location into same region and find out the same pH, and then you can take a mean of that pH so that you can have the pH of that particular area or the ideal pH for that particular region. Most of the plants grow between the pH range of 5.5 to 7.5. pH between 6.0 to 7.0 is suitable for optimum growth of plants. Optimum growth means maximum growth. So plant can grow between, if the pH of soil is between 6 to 7. Still, some plants prefer slightly acidic condition too. That means some plants prefer the condition with lower pH from 5.5 to 6 even. What should we do if there is acid rain and pH of a soil is decreased? If due to acid rain or maybe some other unwanted reasons, if the pH of the soil is decreased, to maintain the pH of the soil, farmers or we should add lime or calcium oxide CaO to the soil. What is antacid? Why antacids are useful? When they are useful, give examples of antacids. That is what we need to study. Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid, which helps the digestion of food without harming the stomach. During indigestion, the stomach produces too much acid and cause pain and irritation in the stomach. The pain and irritation that we feel in stomach during the indigestion is known as acidity. To get rid of acidity, medicines used are called the antacids. So if you simply want to write what is antacids, then antacids are the medicines that are used to get rid of the acidity that takes place during the indigestion in your stomach. Various bases are used to treat acidity. So we can use various bases to treat acidity because we are aware that acid nullifies the effect of bases. Examples are magnesium hydroxide, or known as the milk of magnesia, sodium carbonate, or which is also known as baking soda. Those bases neutralize the excess acid and treat the acidity in our stomach. Now we have the next question to study about, my dear students. How pH change let us try to study how pH change cause tooth decay. That is what we need to study. How pH change cause tooth decay. How tooth decay can be prevented. Let us understand. We eat food that has sugar. If food particles remains in the mouth that has sugar, bacteria present in the mouth produce acid by degradation of food and sugar. Acid produced decreases the pH of mouth. When pH of mouth is lower than 5.5 pH, tooth enamel. What is tooth enamel? Layer of calcium phosphate, hardest substance in the body, is corroded. Please remember, my dear students, that if we have food particles that have sugar in our mouth, what happens? The bacteria present in the mouth, they corrode the tooth enamel, which is the hardest substance in our body. Now we should understand how to prevent tooth decay. Two ways to prevent tooth decay are: number one, we should clean the mouth after eating food. Second one is use of toothpaste to clean the mouth. Now why should we use toothpaste? Because toothpaste are generally basic in nature that neutralizes the excess acid and prevent the tooth decay. So this is how, my dear students, we can understand the various uses of pH in our everyday life. In the next video, we will study about the self-defense by animals and plants. Happy